Welcome to the Salt and Light Hour Part 2. I'm Deacon Pedro. The last few weeks, with Pope Francis in hospital, had everyone asking questions about what would happen if he died. There are specific questions about this particular situation, but there are also the general questions. What does happen when a pope dies or steps down? What rituals have to take place? And then, how does a conclave work? What even is a conclave? All these questions and so many more are addressed in the new book, Conclave, The Rules for Electing the Next Pope. Written by longtime Vaticanista Javier Martinez Brocal, it is an update of the book Sede Vacante by Father José de Jesús Aguilar. To find out more and get some answers to some of our questions, earlier this week I spoke with Javier Martinez Brocal, who spoke with me from his home in Rome. Javier, welcome to the Salt and Light Hour. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us today.
It's such a honor. Hello from Rome. Hello, everybody.
Javier, you have covered 2 conclaves. What was that experience like?
Oh, it was amazing. I came to Rome. I'm in Rome since 2003, and I've been working as a journalist in 2 conclaves. The first one it was when John Paul II died in 2005.
Yeah.
I mean, conclaves have all the elements for a beautiful story. I mean, the mystery on who will be the next pope, the human element of the story of the one who is elected, and also the amazing process of voting for electing the new pope. Pedro, I must say that I remember with big emotions the moment of the fumatas, but also the black fumatas. When you see
The smoke?
black smoke, yes, and you see that they are working in looking for a new pope, and it was very, very beautiful.
I can imagine. So I know that there are a lot of rituals that have to happen when a pope dies, and I guess when he steps down. Can you tell us a little bit briefly about what needs to happen when a pope dies or resigns?
Yes, yes. I mean, in the exact moment when a pope steps down or when he dies, starts what here in the Vatican they call the Sede Vacante. I mean, the vacancy of the
Yeah.
Apostolic See, when the see of the Bishop of Rome
Yes.
is vacant. And at this moment, the law that commands in the Vatican is the Universi Dominici Gregis, which means the Lord's whole flock. It establishes who is the one on command and what should be done to elect the pope. And for example,
Okay.
when a pope dies or steps down, the Swiss Guard protects the College of Cardinals, not anymore the pope, because the cardinals represent the Holy See until a new successor of the Apostle Peter is elected. And
Mhm.
in the case, of course, when a pope dies, there are very, very significant rules. I mean, the law says that the first Vatican official to intervene is the Pope's physician. I mean, he must prepare such a report after examining the body in which he declares the cause of death. Then they prepare the remains so they can be exposed. I mean, he's the one, the first one. But the most important person during the Sede Vacante is the Camerlengo. He's the one who should officially declare that the Pope has died, and he's the one who put a seal in the Pope's room and in his office to prevent that someone tried to do a falsification of his decisions or someone tried to take his document. And I must say the last one, last one that is very important is the Master of Pontifical Ceremonies, who is the one who should take care of the Pope's remain and prepare the way. These are the decisions.
Yeah, of course. So now, did Pope Benedict and I know Pope Francis also make some changes? Is there anything there that is significant?
Yes, yes, because keep in mind that Benedict XVI changed the law of the conclave twice. In 2007, he introduces the provision that the new pope needed, no matter what, 2/3 of the vote to be elected. with John Paul II,
Okay.
in some special cases, it was enough to be elected Pope, the majority of the votes. Mm, half of the votes
Okay.
won. With Benedict XVI, in any
Okay.
case, the new Pope should have two-thirds of the vote. Pope Francis hasn't changed the law of the conclave, but he has done some modifications on the protocol of the funeral. For example, he
Uh-huh.
has established that the death of the pontiff is verified in a chapel and not anymore in a hall, and that during the wake the remains are not in a catafalque, in a bier, but in a coffin. These are so much the changes. I mean, he hasn't do Pope Francis hasn't
Okay.
done anything special.
Yeah, okay, but he did change or give some directives as to how he wants to be
Yes.
buried or how his funeral is going to or should be conducted?
Yes, it was to me. I was doing an interview to Pope Francis, and I was asking him
Oh,
about
yes.
yes, we were speaking about the funeral of Benedict XVI, and I wasn't prepared because he said, "Well, I must tell you something. My funeral is going to be different because I want to be buried in Santa Maria Maggiore Basilica in Rome,
Yes. Saint
because
Mary Major. Yes.
yes, yes, and Mary Major. He has a strong devotion to this icon of the Virgin Mary, the Salus Populi Romani, salvation of the people of Rome,
Mm-hmm.
because it is the icon where uh, missionary Jesuits used to go before going to mission. They used to go to pray to that icon, and the Pope wanna be also there, wanna be buried there. It was for me. It was a very strong surprise, and he also has adapted the text of the funeral mass because he wants to underline that the Pope is a shepherd. He's a disciple of Christ. He's not a powerful man of this world. And so during the mass, when they speak about the Pope, they uses the titles that are like shepherd, like Bishop of Rome, and
Mm-hmm.
not something that means power.
Mm-hmm. Javier, thank you very much for giving us a little bit of an insight as to what's really happening in Rome and for writing the book. It's a great resource for anyone who's interested in learning not just specifically about a conclave and when a pope dies, but in a lot of things about the church. So thank you very much for that.
Bye.
That was a conversation I had earlier this week with journalist Javier Martinez Brocal, who has been covering the Vatican since 2003. He is the author of several books, including the Pope Francis biography, El Papa de la Misericordia. His latest book is Conclave, The Rules for Electing the Next Pope, and it is available on Amazon.